Hey there, I'm Mike Dunn with Gaming Trend, and we're here at GAMA Expo 2023, and I've got Joe Stoken here from Trick or Treat Studios, and he's going to show us the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game.
That's right.
Joe, take it away.
Thank you so much. So the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game is one of our very first licensed games. Trick or Treat Studios focuses on horror products. We've got over 1,200 products. We've been around 15 years.
Oh, nice.
But we're relatively new to gaming. And this is one of our very first licensed games. We're so excited about it. Our goal is to make great games for fans of the original property, but also have it be a good enough game to attract gamers who might really not know the property.
And to get to the table more than once, right? You want people to play it over and over again. That's a great game.
So this game is designed by Scott Rogers,
Okay.
who also did ray guns and rocket ships and Alien Fate of the Nostromo.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Bree's a great guy.
That's a great
Scott, we love you. Thanks very much. We love this design. So in this game, essentially, you'll choose one of several different characters. So it could be Franklin or Sally, Jerry. You can play the sheriff, play Kirk, or Big Ed.
Nice.
Big Ed's funny. So I'm choosing to start with Franklin, and we'll just Sally for purposes of a little demo.
Okay, sounds good.
Right.
Sounds good.
So
Now,
this-
what kind of game is this?
So it is a push your luck cooperative.
Okay.
All right, so the objectives are based on the number of players, and you will have you're stuck here on the side of the road. Your keys are gone. If you've seen the movie, you know this,
Right.
and you have no gas, so you need to go find keys and gas. Different number of gas cans, depending on how many players there are. With 2 players, you just need the key and gas, or 1 gas. With 3, you need 2 gas. With 4, you need 3. In most cases, 1 player is not going to be able to carry everything, so
Right.
you have to cooperatively figure out how you're going to do it. Now, this plays 1 to 4. There's a solo mode for this.
Oh, nice. Very nice. So, like it was an AI deck or something like that? Or...
Well, you might get an idea of how it works based on how the game plays.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
So this is the first player token. Little little barbecue. Yeah, it's really funny. So essentially, there's really 2 phases to your movement on each turn. You get 2 free move actions,
Okay.
and then you can possibly get additional actions based on what you pull out of the hideous draw bag. All right. So, Scott and we wanted to make one of the creepiest components in gaming, and I think we got close to succeeding.
Oh yeah, that's pretty darn creepy. That's funny
So anyway,
as heck. I like that it's red satin.
yeah, an unexpected surprise. So the thing is, it is a push your luck game. So as you uncover tokens when you move, they will go sit in the tray and eventually go in the bag.
Okay.
And then in the draw phase, you will be able to pull the tokens out of the bag, hoping to get additional actions. But so there's a whole bunch of different type of tokens, and they each do different things.
All right.
But what you're ultimately looking for is you want to try to get the gas can or the keys.
Now, the tokens are some of them positive and some of them negative, and I imagine
Correct.
some like neutral ones that are just there for flavor. Or...
Yeah, that's correct. Like say, for instance, one of them is a search token, and you can do a search at named locations. Now, that's not going to directly help you find the car keys or the gas can because they are tiles themselves.
Right.
But some of them are good and some of them are bad. But that's part of the game. Also, if you pull a Leatherface token out of the bag, Leatherface will come and get moved towards you.
Uh-huh.
And when he eventually catches you, you will get a blood splatter. And once you get your 4th one of those, you are basically captured and put on a meat hook in the killing room.
Okay.
And if you can't get yourself off of that, then you will die and possibly become a new character.
Oh, well, there you go. So notice it says here that you don't get free move actions if all 3 of these spaces are there.
Yes. So if you have all of your blood splatter spaces are filled, you are basically immobilized, but you could still move a little bit if you find an action token.
Right.
Action tokens are what you really want to find from the bag to keep you moving. All right. So Leatherface has a win condition where if he kills a certain number of the players, then he wins. and then you need to get the items required back to the van for the players to win. So I'll tell you what, I played this game a lot. I've lost a lot, and most of the time when I've won, not everyone made it back to the van.
As is appropriate for the theme. Now, are there ways to get rid of the blood tokens?
Yes, there are items. There's a few different ways that you can
I wasn't
do
sure
that.
if like it was like you're screwed.
There's, I think one of the things you could find in the search items.
Okay, gotcha.
Anyway, so there's different ways. Also, there are slaughter family tokens, and if you collect enough of those, more of them can come on the board.
So ramps up the difficulty.
That's right. And we also do have optional objective cards. Once you start getting to the point where you think you know this game, and these make it harder.
Okay.
And then when you die, if you die,
You have been turned into here. Actually, you can bring it down here.
you've been turned into a bone chair. There's some funny ones.
Nice. Actually, can I move?
Yeah.
Let's see. All right, we've got you have been turned into barbecue. You have been turned into sausage. Leatherface cut off your face. Wow, Cook turned you into word. Yeah, these are awesome. That's hilarious. So, this is a great theme, and this looks like a great interpretation of the film.
Beautiful art by Terry Wolfinger. Love this art.
Fantastic.
All right, so should we play a round or two?
Yeah, let's see how the gameplay goes.
Okay. So there's the movement rules, right? So we can start with Franklin. And so there's different starting spots. Basically, you start on the street. Now, this truck, the semi-truck, will move each time someone looks at a search card.
Okay.
So that could potentially cut off a route you're trying to take or get back on.
Okay.
So you need to be cognizant about where the truck is at any point. So we're going to start. Let's start here. So we'll take one move and we uncover a token. This is bones. This goes in the tray. Doesn't go in the bag yet.
Okay.
And so he's got a second move, so he's going to go here and get an action token. Some tokens start in the bag. We've got some that start in there, just to kind of help get it going.
Yeah, to kind of seed it a little bit.
Right. So I
imagine a lot of the Slaughter family are in there too.
There's a lot of slaughter tokens, yes. You see here, there's action tokens. There's an eye token, which will basically allow you to look at and turn over one of them from anywhere on the board. And this is a Polaroid, and it allows you to take a look at the top of the search deck. And then if you like it, you can leave it at the top. If you don't like it, you can put it on the bottom. You get the search card only when you search at a named location. This bones is just kind of helps work as an end condition for a turn. It really does nothing. But once you pull 3 of anything except an action token out of the bag, your turn is over.
Gotcha.
Okay. And this is the Slaughter family. These would come out and start filling up spots here. Grandpa would come out first. He doesn't really move, but he's good at killing. So if you get to his room, he's going to put 2 spatters on you.
Okay, there you go.
Right. And then Leatherface, and he'll come towards you if you draw him.
Of course, the gas and the key token.
Yeah, and then there's also some special rule moves for moving through doors and windows. Essentially, when Leatherface charges at you, he'll go and break doors and windows, and
Nice.
you might get hurt if you try to go through there your next turn. All right.
Relentless. Yes.
All right, so Franklin's 3 moves are kind of done.
Yeah, okay.
But you see, he's stuck in the brambles here. If you end your space in the brambles, you are going to take a blood splatter. So I definitely don't want to do that. So I've ended that segment of the game. I put those into the bag, and now we go to the draw phase.
Okay.
And so now, this is a push your luck game. So you can stick your hand in the hideous draw bag and start pulling out tiles. And I got a Leatherface token right away.
Awesome.
Great, right? So he is going to move closer to he moves towards the closest player.
Okay.
All right. And so he moves according to a schedule that's up here. And once a lot of tokens start coming out, he can eventually move faster.
The biggest that goes there, is that correct?
Well, those go there once a certain number of blood spatters have accumulated on. But you're right for the other tokens.
Got it.
All right, so I'm going to keep going. I pull out a bones. Remember, bones is really nothing. But if I get 3 of them, my turn is over.
Okay.
Another one, another bones. I'm really hoping for an action token. Oh, well, another Leatherface token. So he is going to get even closer. I'm going to cheat and get an action token.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you some stuff.
It's okay. We're professionals.
All right. So you get an action token. So I'm going to choose to stop pulling. I'm just use this action token right away and uncover this. Now, this doesn't take effect right away because only when you pull it out of a bag does
it
it
just goes into the barbecue tray. Got it.
So essentially, my turn is over, but I'm out of the brambles.
Oh, there you go.
Right. All right. So then we return all tokens back to the hideous drawback.
Yes, the hideous drawback.
And then it would become Sally's turn.
Okay.
So each of the characters in the game have their own special moves. Like, for instance, Franklin can draw 2 search cards when he picks one and choose one. And he would put the other card on the top. And Sally's special move is when she does a push action on a player, they can move 2 spaces. I haven't covered all of the actions for each of them, but moving is option. So these ones can all move. You get free move, and then these actions can be used with those action tokens.
Okay.
So you need an action token if you want to do another move, if you want to push someone, and that would be adjacent. If you're adjacent, this is adjacent, 1 space away, right?
Right.
And you can search if you're on a namespace. So like I was saying, if you get brought to the killing room and you were carrying an item, that item would be dropped where you were grabbed from.
Okay.
So someone else can go along and pick
Okay,
it
so
up.
that's part of the pickup action.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. Okay.
So in a nutshell, that's how the game works. You just progress, turning these over. You're uncovering more action tokens that go in the bag, so you increase your odds of doing a bunch of actions on 1 turn.
Okay.
You know, we were playing this game last night, and someone pulled 7 action tokens out of the bag in 1 turn.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
Now I'm seeing windows and doors. Tell me about those.
yeah. So the movement is it would arrest your movement to go to the next spot unless you decide to break through. And if you break through, you can get an extra move, but you take a blood spatter damage.
Okay.
Right. So that's basically how that works.
Now, when Leatherface moved out here, did he break the window?
Oh, correct. Yeah, he should have been broken.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. No, I was wondering about that. And then obviously the door is the same thing, but you would break through the door too.
Right.
Clearly they're locked.
Right.
Excellent. Okay.
And then if you try to pass that space again, you would take a blood spatter if you go through a broken window.
Okay.
But Leatherface doesn't.
So now what triggers the end of the game, and how does the end game work?
Right. So for the players, the end game is triggered once you get all of the required components to the van.
Right.
Now, not everyone who's a player needs to get there. Just enough to carry what you need.
So yeah, you can leave someone behind.
You can't. And in some cases, a little regrettably, it has to be done.
Yes.
Otherwise,
Does that penalize you in terms of winning, or is it just
No,
a win or lose condition?
well, yeah, because the lose condition is if Leatherface gets a certain number of kills. So if you try to extend the game too much to try to get everyone there, he might blow your win condition.
Got it.
So that's basically how the game ends.
Excellent.
If you die, you can choose a new character. If there's still deaths.
Oh, okay. So if you die, it's not over for you. You're not just like watching everybody else playing. You can bring in a new character.
That's right. Unless he's met his win condition, then the game's over.
Okay. Now, when is this isn't out yet?
No, it's not out yet, and we expect it to be in the hands of distributors by late July.
Okay. MSRP?
It's $59.95,
Okay.
including the hideous
hideous flesh bag. So will this be a Gen Con this year, or
We're hoping.
we're hoping?
Cross your fingers, guys.
All right. Well, awesome. Well, thank you so much, man.